Hey everybody, Carla Silver here. I'm going to be right with you. Just give me a few minutes. I'm running solo today, so I want to make sure that I'm completely prepared. So just give me 2 shakes and I will be right back with you. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Okay. It's a little bit different when you're the only person running the whole show. So guys, welcome to Home Business Labs and welcome to Doobly Network. You are in the right place at the right time. You have just tuned into the Getting Started Hangout. I guess it's not really a hangout with just one person, but you have me. Hangout. I'm testing not just running solo, but I've got a new computer and a new webcam. So hopefully you are all hearing my voice. So just a couple of bits of housekeeping before we get started. Number one, make sure that you are in a quiet place, that you have a pen and a piece of paper. You don't want to watch this hangout more than one time, right? Your time is extraordinarily valuable. So if you pay attention once, you don't need to do it twice. Secondly, please note that if you have questions, you are going to want to log into the chat roll, and that's the only way you'll get questions answered. I will periodically stop talking and refer back to the chat roll. But also remember that you're hearing my voice about 30 seconds after I have actually spoken. So if you think of a question along the way, get it in there right away so that I can answer it a minute and a half later or 10 minutes later, make sure that I get to it. So make sure you get your questions in there. Really honestly, congratulations. We're very, very happy to have you on board. You are definitely in the right place at the right time. On a personal note, I just want to tell you right up front, the education that you'll receive here within Home Business Labs is probably, I got to say, for me personally, an internet marketing education has saved my patootie a couple of times, really just saved my life. So we know you're here for the long haul, but we also realize that there's a lot to learn, right? There's a new language to learn. If you're brand new to any kind of internet marketing, there's information to absorb. There's stuff like anything else, right? There's going to be new stuff to learn. And that's always good news and bad news, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But this hangout, of course, is for the brand new associate, somebody that has just gotten started with HBL and the Doobly Network. We're totally grateful that you've made the decision to join us, number one. Number two, congratulations on making the psychological commitment, the financial commitment, and now it's up to you to roll up your sleeves and make the time commitment. We've got great news and bad news for you here today. And the great news is that you are now an entrepreneur. Yay! Right? You have control, 100% control over the time you allot to your business, what you do, what you don't do, what you decide to learn, what you decide not to learn. We're here to funnel you in what we know is the right directions and the things that you need to pay attention to. But that also means that nobody's going to be calling you every day. And I know that when I got started as an entrepreneur, yes, right, I don't have endless meetings to go to and planes to get on and things that waste my time and just all the things that happen when you have a job, right? I don't have to get up in the morning at a certain time. But the fact that we're not going to be checking up on you every day is good news and bad news, right? Yay. But also the bad news is that we're not going to be calling up and checking on you every day. So it's up to you, 100% up to you to take advantage of everything that we've had, what we have here. We have people, and this whole team is less than 7.5 months old at this point. We have people on our team that are making extraordinary incomes. And then, of course, like anything else, there are people that do nothing and don't have any income, right? So it's going to be up to you to take advantage of every single thing that we have here. And take it from me, I've been around the home business industry now for over a decade. And I've taught myself half of this stuff. I'm still learning stuff every single day. 100% of what you require to make that extraordinary income is here right now today. You do not need any extra tools. You don't need anything else other than what is provided to you by Home Business Labs and the Doobly Network. So let's go through what exactly is here, what isn't here, etc. And before I get started on that, I just want to make a couple of comments. First of all, make sure that you are connected to the various Facebook pages that are appropriate for you. For example, the official Home Business Labs Facebook page, make sure that you're in there. If you have other team pages that are available to you via the person that signed you up, make sure that you are connected there. The primary place where our team interacts and connects every single day is on Facebook. So that is our hub. So make sure that you're checking in with those pages. Lots of resources are there. That's number one. Number two, get a hold of your schedule. One of the primary success habits that I encourage all my new associates to take advantage of is simply getting into a routine, right? You might still be working a job, so maybe you have to get up an hour or two earlier. Maybe you've made a decision to replace watching TV at night or something like that with your business, which I definitely would recommend that you do. Watching TV is a ginormous waste of time, right? Get a hold of what times exactly you're committing to working your business, what times you're committing to your education, what times you're committing to your income producing activities, what times you're committing to your personal development, and make sure that you stick with those times, right? That being in control of your schedule, me being in control of my schedule, allows me to get stuff done. I would say, and actually this is substantiated by research, if you take 5 minutes before you go to bed every night and write down what your top 3 to 5 or 10, depending on you, right? Realistic things that you are committed to getting done the next day, you'll be 73% more productive. I could talk about productivity hacks, etc. all day long, but we have a lot of information to go over here today. But being in control of your schedule will make you extraordinarily productive, and believe it or not, it'll give you more time to have fun and do the things that you want to do with your family and your friends and all that other good stuff. Secondly, I want to encourage you to adopt what I call the 15-minute rule. And here's what it is. We want you to be frustrated. What? What does this chick say? Do you want me to be frustrated? Yeah, we do, because if you've ever learned a new language, right, and maybe you're learning Portuguese, and you know that minute or two when you're trying to think of what is that word, right? How do you say thank you in Portuguese? Well, that's the kind of frustrated that we want you to be. That is when you are beginning the learning process. That is when little teeny synapses are joining into the others, are meeting the other synapses in your brain. They're creating tiny little trails and streets and roads between them, and pretty soon those roads become a superhighway, and you can say, obrigado is how you say thank you in Portuguese, right? Then you know the word. It rattles off the tip of your tongue. This isn't like anything else. Beginning your business here isn't like anything else, except for that if you're brand new at internet marketing, you've got to learn that new language, right? You have to learn what CPC means and opt-in pages and all that other stuff. Once you learn it, that knowledge will serve you for the rest of your life. It will make you, learning internet marketing will make you money forever, right? Let's just say Doobly blows up or something like that horrible happens, which is not going to happen. But you can go out, once you learn this stuff, you can go out and sell anything day after tomorrow, right? So make sure that you are committed to, sorry, my Skype is going off. Hi, John. My Skype, that you're committed to learning the language here and that you're committed to being a little bit frustrated. What we don't want you to be is frustrated beyond belief, right? That's when, of course, you're going to want to take a break. But here's what, we have a tremendous amount of support here. So here's your line of defense. First of all, Google is your friend. There are lots of people that have walked the walk and talked the talk and learned what you are learning now that have gone before you. So the cool thing is that almost always, if you go to Google and say, I can't figure out how to, or how do you blah, or how do this, you'll almost always find the answer on Google. Google knows everything. Secondly, any of our websites, they all have tremendous support systems. So Doobly Network has a support and question, what's that called? FAQ area and a knowledge base. So does Home Business Lab, so does Aweber, so does GetResponse. Both Aweber and GetResponse have telephone help that if you don't know how to do something, they have tremendous customer service. Lastly, the last person you go to, if you don't have, you've really been mystified and you're getting to be in that place where frustrated is all in caps, right? That's when you go and you reach out to your advisor, your sponsor, your person that you brought you in. I know that Don and I connect with our people on Skype because we can immediately get questions answered, typing back and forth to each other. But check with your sponsor about how they want to be communicated with. Remember, they are growing their business too, right alongside of you. They're doing the exact same things. They're learning the same things that you are. So make sure before you call them or email them or Skype them, however they want to be communicated with, that you have your questions together and you're ready to go, right? We want to cultivate leadership in you and some self-reliance. So don't call and say, how do you broadcast on Aweber, right? There's tons of other resources to do that. I think you get my drift here. So one of the things that is the #1 question that I get when somebody gets started, other than where do I go first, and I'm going to go through that, is can you review a couple of things, Carla? Can you review how the money is made? And #2, can you review what's the sales funnel thing? So let's talk about how the money is made here briefly. I believe all of you should know this, but let's review. The first way that we generate income here is probably the reason why you signed up, right? We have a Doobly.com has a beautiful arrangement with, and this is here in the United States right now, we just topped 6,000 vendors, 6,000 online vendors, right? And I don't remember, I think it's something like almost 20,000 worldwide. Don't quote me on that, but there's pretty much anywhere you want to buy anything online is a partner of Doobly. And our customers have the opportunity to sign up for free for $5 a month or $99 a year. And every time they make an online purchase, we get a tiny piece of commission as a result of that. That is a beautiful e-commerce play. That is our long-term exit strategy, right? We'll get paid long-term on all of those customers that we sign up and that are in our business and that are purchasing things online. We can sign them up by the old-fashioned way, telling people about it. I know that Don and I have done that. Don's my husband, by the way. We've signed up a bunch of customers simply by being enthusiastic about the product and the product of the product. But also we do that by marketing online. And that's what HBL is going to teach you how to do, marketing online, right? People are shopping online. They find out about a cashback program online. They sign up. Doobly takes care of 100% of the customer service there. You don't know who your customers are, nor do you want to ever know who your customers are. Doobly handles that. That allows you to scale a very large business, right? You don't want to do customer service for 100,000 customers, nor do you ever want to know their names, right? The second way we make money isn't anything different than what I did in corporate America. I built sales teams, right? Small sales teams, global sales teams. Anytime somebody on my team made a sale, I got a little commission, right, in some form or another. Same thing is true here. Strategy-wise, you are definitely going to want to grow your team. Do you want to get just paid on your customers, or do you want to get paid on hundreds of other people on your team's customers. Strategy-wise, that's a no-brainer. And the third way we make money is through what Doobly calls the partner program. And personally, I think this is the juiciest way that we make money here, period, right? Doobly will what's called white label their toolbar, which means they will remove the Doobly logo and they will put on a partner's logo. So let's say you sell this to Holiday Inn, for example. Holiday Inn, it suddenly becomes the Holiday Inn cashback program. Holiday Inn gives this toolbar and cashback program to all of their guests. All of their guests are happy because they get to make get cashback online. Holiday Inn's happy because A, their branding is in front of their customer all the time, but more importantly, they're getting a piece of all of their customers' online spending, so they're actually making money from their customers when they're not staying at the hotel. And then, of course, if you signed up Holiday Inn, you're making money from all of everybody, right? But it gets even juicier, right? It costs money for Holiday Inn to sign up, but if you know of any nonprofits, it is free for a nonprofit to sign up. So your church, school, Salvation Army, they're already taken, right? Somebody on our team already signed up to the Salvation Army. Those nonprofits can sign up for free, and you can get paid sometimes on hundreds, if not tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of donors to that particular nonprofit. Personally, again, I think that's a really easy, juicy way to scoop up tens of thousands of customers potentially as a result of one business call. So if you just came in as a team member, as a TM, you do not have the ability to call on partners. There is a certification process that is required by Doobly so that you represent Doobly in an appropriate way, right? And that certification process is included in a PPA if you came in as a PPA. So if you came in as a PPA, congratulations, that's definitely the way to run your business. If you didn't, grab your credit card right now and log into Doobly.com, DooblyNetwork.com, click on orders and upgrade. You'll be doing yourself and your business a tremendous favor, right? So get that done. So those are the three ways that we make money here. What I want to talk about now is what is a sales funnel? What is that, right? Because this is the fundamental piece of information that you require so that you understand how everything works and how everything's put together. And believe it or not, you, and I'm talking about you, have been through a sales funnel. So you actually know what it is, you just might not know how it works and how it's put together. So if you give me 2 shakes, I'm gonna figure out how to share my screen. Oh, hold on, I gotta do this. And then I gotta do this. Oh, that didn't work, hold on. I gotta do this, and then I gotta do that. There we go. Okay, guys, so let's talk about what is an internet marketing sales funnel. And those of you that have been around in the sales industry have seen this before. This is not anything new. It is a really crappy drawing of a funnel. I promise you it is not a martini glass. That'll be later. So a traditional sales funnel means people or prospects come into the top of a funnel, right? And then they drop through, they get information, and then they go and buy something, right? And somebody makes money. But do you guys know the reason why there are 29 Pottery Barn and Sur La Table and Williams-Sonoma catalogs in your post office, in your mailbox every December? It's because in direct marketing, which is what we do, in direct marketing, typically somebody doesn't buy until they've seen something 7 to 12 times. So what happens, whether you're going into a sunglass store or you're going into Macy's to buy a new purse, or you're going to Amazon.com, or you're going to or you're going in the Pottery Barn catalog, you look and then you hang around in the funnel until you're ready to buy, right? I've done that. I've told this story a gazillion times. For years, I was in the market for a pair of sunglasses, and I would go into a store. And I'd look around and I'd look around, and then I'd go back out of the store. Then I'd come back into a different store and I'd look around and I'd go back out to the store. Well, internet marketing works a little bit differently. The cool thing is when somebody goes into your sales funnel on the internet, you get to, when they're percolating in here, maybe they haven't bought anything yet, you're able to communicate to them, hey, we're having a sale on those sunglasses. Hey, did you know this about those sunglasses or this business or the Doobly cashback program, right? That's done via email, and you have all experienced this. So let's look at how that works specifically here with Home Business Labs. But you guys have been through this all over the web. Typically, let me just give one piece of information. The first place, the top of your funnel here at Home Business Labs, and typically any funnel, looks like this. It's usually a web page with some information on it. Maybe I promise you an ebook. Maybe we have a little video. But there's an opportunity to put a name and an email address in. Name, email. I promise I can write better than this. It's just my crappy cursor. And this page, this is your primary page that you market, you give out. This is the page, your number one page. And it has different names just to confuse you. It's called an opt-in page. It's called a lead generation page. Oh shoot, guys, hold on a second. We go to the information, email, name and email. It's called an opt-in. It's called a lead generation. It's called a squeeze page. There's lots of names, and I can't tell you why. They all make sense though. If you think about it, when somebody on the web goes to your page, they want to see what is this information. They put their name and email in here, and they've opted in to your email list. Make sense? They also, if they put their name and email in here, you generated a lead, right? If it has a tiny little information here, is this page squeezed their name and email out of them, right? And there are other names for this page, but I just wanted to say, when we say opt-in, lead generation, squeeze page, and they all mean the exact same thing, just to confuse you from day one, right? So here's what it looks like when somebody goes through your funnel here at Home Business Labs and almost every single other sales funnel on the face of the planet. They come from the web, from many different places, and they go to your opt-in page. At that point, they say, yeah, I'm interested in what you have, whether it's an opt-in page for customers or whether it's an opt-in page or lead generation page for the business. They say, yeah, I'm interested. So they fill in their email address, and then they're taken straight to, two things happen. They're taken straight to a sales page, and then they're put on your email list. So they see the video on the sales page. They have an opportunity at some point, a buy button will come up, and boom, 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 you have a new customer or you have a new person on your team. Yay, smiles, right? But as you saw in my demonstration before, a lot of people percolate in the funnel, right? Or maybe it wasn't the right time. They're looking at a business, and yet I'm definitely looking for a business. They're here, oh, I'm not so sure today. My boss gave me a raise, or that commute wasn't so horrible, or I like my job today, or maybe this isn't the right thing. And there's a million reasons why people percolate in the funnel, right? But the cool thing about internet marketing is that the exact same moment they're watching this video, They're receiving an email from you, right? Follow up, follow up, follow up. You can follow up from here for the next 30 years, 50 years, 100 years in your email box, right? This is your asset, guys. Your email list is the most valuable thing that you can buy. Excuse me, well, you do buy it, so to speak, but that you can have in any kind of marketing ever, right? Even if you own a shoe store, their most valuable asset are their customers, and they have their customers on an email list these days, right? So again, these are all built for you. These pages and all of your email follow-ups are all of your email follow-ups are written. Your sales pages are built for you. Your opt-in pages are built for you. There's all of that is done for you by 7 and multiple 6-figure internet marketers that do this for a living. That's why I said at the top of our call, you are super lucky to be here right now, because we have all of this here to support you in building your business. So you might be thinking, well, what do I do, right? What is it that I actually do here? Well, here's what you do. Your end game is to get your business set up. I'm going to show you how to do that today, but you're going to learn your craft. And your craft is how to get as many qualified prospects to your opt-in page as you possibly can. There's ways to do that that cost money, and there are ways to do that that are free. And I'm going to show you where to find those in your Home Business Labs office. The other thing that you will eventually learn, not here on your first day, is how to be an amazing communicator to your list. Because people are going to get started with who? They're going to get started with you, right? And people get started with real people. And so we're going to start you out with pre-written emails that are beautifully done, so you don't need to pay attention to that at all. What you need to pay attention to is putting this page only, in front of qualified prospects. You never send your sales page. Okay, guys? That makes sense. So I'm going to check the real quick. I'm going to take a break real quick here and check the. Thanks, Don. I sound good. Gracious. I was having some audio problems earlier. Probably wrote those. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Actually, I'm going to share a different page. Hey, guys. Hold on a second. Let me change my stuff around here. All right. So where do you start? Right? Where should I send you? No, I'm going to send you right to where you need to go. So hold on one second. Screen share. Okay. So here's what you do. Here's the first steps. After you obviously are signed up, now that you understand, at least you have a high level understanding of how how a sales funnel works, you're going to sign up for homebusinesslabs.com. Home Business Labs is brought to you by all of the leaders here at Dubly Network that are on. And all you're going to do is go to this page. This is almost exactly what it'll look like for you. Read the information on this page, and I beg of you guys, don't skip around. Don't go, skipping ahead. It's important that you follow the directions step by step in the beginning, so you don't get overwhelmed with things that you don't need to know now. Before I get going, let me go back to my screen here. 1 second. Here's something that I want to, I wanted you to look into my eyes and hear what I had to say here, because it's important for you to understand this. You do not need to know everything. As a matter of fact, there is so much information and so much training that it's easy to get sidetracked, and it's easy to get overwhelmed. Overwhelmed is only not knowing what to do next. So here's some advice. Ask 2 things. Number 1, don't spend barely any time on dublynetwork.com. That site is ginormous, and you'll just get confused. There's tons of great stuff on there. Make sure you're you set yourself up to get paid, and you follow the directions that we're going to tell you now, but try to spend very little time there. And then the second piece of advice is what I did when I got started. I continually asked myself, do I need to know this, right? Do I need to know this now? Do I need to know this now to make money? Do I have to understand this now to make money? And if the answer was no, I put it to the side. I still don't know barely anything about vouchers. That's not making me money today, right? And I've been here since August 13th or something like that, right? So honestly, if you don't need to know it today and it's not going to make you money today, don't pay one bit of attention to it, okay? And spend very little money on spend very little time on Doobly Network. So I'm going to go back to my screen share. There we go. So you'll log in, and guess what? Step 1, step 2, step 3. All you have to do is follow step 1, step 2, step 3. Step 1 is going to take you to your basic training. This will show you exactly. My webinar, my internet's pretty slow. All of everything you need is here. Just go through these one by one by one. It'll tell you exactly how to get your money, how to get it all set up, how to get your partner program, how to do your voucher, all that good stuff. Complete this, and then go back to your dashboard and then go back to your dashboard and then do. Hold on a second. Again, apologies. Internet connection is running very slowly. Yeah, I'm not going to make you wait, guys. That is where you start. These are very, very. This is your office. So remember the last time you started a job? I do. I cannot believe it. It was 1996. But I remember for the first couple of weeks, 8 or 10 hours a day, I had no idea what I was going to do, what I was doing. Scratching my head. Same thing is going to happen here, right, guys? So this is where you spend your time. This shouldn't take you 2 weeks to figure out what's in here. So you'll go through your basic training. Then you'll go through your HBL funnels, and this will take you right through how to HBL funnel. You start at the top and go through to the bottom. Now you won't have this pages and links when you go through the bottom because they'll set up your sales funnel, and you've connected the videos that are. And let me just go back real quick. The videos that are on how to set up your sales. Very detailed and very, very well put together. I'll tell you, when I did it, I went through a video, and when I got to a place where it said go do this, I stopped the video and I went and did this. When I got to a place where it said go do that, I stopped the video and I went and did that and came back to the video. So when you're finished setting up your sales funnels, here's a piece of advice. Write this down. Go to one of your opt-in pages, and you're looking at them now, right? These are the opt-in BA funnels, opt-in pages that you're given. Go to one of them. They'll be preloaded with your number. I happen to be number 1. Go to one of these opt-in squeeze pages, lead gen, and pour information. Pretend that you are a prospect that just got to this and said, oh, I want this to start in 2015 I'm going to click here and I'm going to put my name and email in, right? You're going to want to do the same thing and make sure that you receive an email from yourself, from either Aweber or GetResponse, whichever one you decided to use. And then make sure that everything is set up in your sales funnel, right? So test, 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 test. So I happen to love this page. I think this is probably one of the best converting pages that we. Conversion only means that for every 100 people that come here, that say people opt in, that's a 24% conversion, right? So again, you're going to be learning some words. Sorry, I dropped that one on you here today, but you're going to be learning some of these words, conversion rates, etc. I love the way this looks, and I just happen to like the fact that they give away a free special report. That is called, ladies and gentlemen, when you give away something, a free report, a free video, a free book, a free course, a free whatever. That is what's called a lead magnet, right? Because people want to sign up to get free stuff, and that's magnetizing. You're up to. So again, my screen here is working very slowly. These are your opt-in pages. These are the pages that you will be learning how to drive traffic to. All right, guys, I think that's probably it. I don't want to get into too much more. Okay, so you've set up your business. Let's say you finish setting up your funnels. The next thing you're going to want to do is learn how to drive traffic, right? Or how to get people, to qualified individuals, to look at your business. And the way you do that is through the basic and the pro training here, and through the video training in My Inspired Medium, which we call for short MIM. So once you've got everything set up and you understand how your sales funnel works, it's super simple to do. Just follow the directions one at a time and learn your new language, right? Then you'll go to the training. I would strongly advise that you take advantage of the pro training that we have here. It is ridiculously inexpensive to do. I think it's $60-some a month. You're getting tens of thousands of dollars worth of training in the pro training, and it will teach you exactly how to use all of the various ways that we market, from free marketing to solo ads to pay-per-click to display advertising to video marketing to Facebook, all that good stuff, so that you can begin having qualified customers and prospects look at your business every day on autopilot. That, my friends, is the end game, right? You want to have hundreds of people looking to find ways that they can get cash back on the purchases they make every day, and hundreds of people a day looking at getting started with you in your Doobly business. So let me go look at my little check mark here, see if I've found it, if I've missed anything, and then we'll also peek at the questions, see if there are any questions at all. Doesn't look like there are any questions at all. Guys, you know what? Here's my, I'm going to say lastly, let me see if I can get back to you so you can actually see my face. Here's what I say lastly. The rewards for being active and buckling down and getting all of this information into your head is a life of literal freedom, right? Don and I have been extraordinarily fortunate to know people just like you, and to know the other leaders that we're working with here at Home Business Labs now for almost a decade, many of them. And we've been able to build a life where we're not dictated by a boss, right? We aren't told what to do. We don't have to be anywhere if we don't want to be. We can live in France, which Don and I actually did for a while. And I'm not saying that that should be your goal. Your goal is going to be whatever it is. Maybe it's just making an extra car payment every month, right? Everybody's different. But it requires work, and it requires dedication, and it requires the ability to do that unsupervised. And that sometimes, my friends, is the key. You'll have to develop some new habits, and it's going to be all about perseverance and getting past that learning curve and getting to a place where your advertising and marketing is working for you on autopilot. So it's been my absolute pleasure to be here with you today. I know I am so lucky because Don's been making lunch while I've been talking with you guys, and I'm going to go eat my lunch. If you're watching this live or on Monday, I believe there's going to be a team hangout tonight. Today is the 30th of March, so watch the Facebook pages for that. It's been my honor and my pleasure to be here with you guys today. Make it a fabulous day and go and learn your business. We are so glad to have you here with us. Thanks, guys.